In 1533, Peru was captured by Spain. In 1824, Peru declared their independence. The Peruvians defeated the remaining Spanish forces. On 2001, a new caretaker government oversaw a new election in 2001, which installed Alejandro Toledo as the new head of government. Peru's first demo. In the first round of presidential elections in April 2006, voters chose a former army officer, Ollanta Humala, from among 20 candidates. But in the second round in June, former President Alan Garcia, whose 1985-1990 administration left Peru in economic ruin, made a startling comeback, winning with 52.6% of the votes. Election analysts have suggested that voters felt Humala, a former military leader who had once led a coup, was unpredictable and capable of eroding Peru's democracy, and that Garcia, despite his proven economic incompetence and reputation for corruption, was the marginally better. In August 2007, an 8.0 magnitude earthquake struck 95 miles southeast of Lima, killing at least 430 people and leveling churches and homes. In September 2007, Chile's Supreme Court approved the extradition for former President Alberto Fujimori to Peru in order to try him on charges of corruption and human rights abuses. He had been in Chile since 2005, when he was detained after stopping there on his way from voluntary exile in Japan back to Peru in order to attempt a political comeback. On October 10, 2008, Garcia's entire cabinet was forced to resign over an oil corruption scandal. On October 11, 2008, an attempt to regain popularity, President Garcia appointed a leftist regional governor, Yehud Simon, as his prime minister, a move that shocked many. Garcia's popularity took a hit in 2001 when he passed land laws that allowed large sections of the Amazon to be auctioned off to oil and gas companies. Violent protests against the law broke out in the Amazon, and Simon resigned in July 2009 after he negotiated a settlement that included repeal of the laws. Garcia replaced Simon with Javier Villacovez.
Geography in Peru. One major city in Peru is Arequipa. It was founded on the 15th of August in 1540 by Garcia Manuel de Caballero. As of 2016, the approximate population was 860,000 people. This city is flanked by three volcanoes: Cordillera de Empata, Cordillera de Chila, Cordillera Volcanica. Arequipa is filled with baroque buildings constructed by Silla. Another major city is Cusco, which is the third most populated city in Peru, with approximately 510,000 people, as recorded in 2016. This city has an area of 70,019 square kilometers, and its unique landform is the Andes Mountain, which runs through 7 countries down the west coast of South America and covers a large portion of Peru. One major attraction in this South American country is the Sacred Valley. Because of how this landform formed is a major attraction, and the views are amazing. The valley was formed by the Urubamba River, also known as the Vilcanota River, or Aymara, House of the Sun, or Wilcamuyu-Quecha. Another attraction for many tourists is the ancient city of Machu Picchu. It was built in the 15th century from the Pachacuti Inca Yucatani, then was abandoned and later on became an attraction.
Peru's Economy by Tomás Bordeaux. People that live in Peru are called Peruvians. What they use in Peru is called sol, but before it was called New Sol, and in 1991 the government changed it to sol. The ethnic groups in Peru are Meridian, 45%, Mestizo, Mixed Amerindian and White, 37%, and white, 15%, and Other, 3%. The population in Peru is about 30,444,999 as of 2016. Languages spoken in Peru are Spanish. Quechua is a language that comes from the indigenous people. Aymara is related to Quechua. The Urarina comes from the indigenous people and is not related to any other living language. Peruvian citizens are either Catholic or Protestant religion.
National symbols and celebrations. The words of Peru's national anthem reflect the history, traditions, and problems faced by its nation. When Peruvians sing their national anthem, people know it as a song that speaks of their country's constitution or tradition. The coat of arms appear in the middle of the flag. The llama and cinchona tree are important symbols of Peru, and both of these symbols are found in their coat of arms. The cornucopia, a symbol that represents prosperity, can also be found on the flag and coat of arms. The red and white on the coat of arms flag was chosen by Jose de San Martin, the liberator. Red and white was chosen because San Martin saw a flag of red and white flamingos take wing when he came for a very important war. The coat of arms colors are sky blue, white, and red. These colors are also on the flag. The animals on the flag and coat of arms are a vicuña, and there's a golden cornucopia. The symbol on the flag and coat of arms mean the wealth of Peru. Cantuta is Peru's national flower, and people know it as Inca Magica flower. The flower's colors can be white, yellow, pink, or red. The shape of the flower is elongated, bell-shaped, and has a bushy plant. Cantuta is usually used for Peruvian funerals. Adin, cock of the rock, is Peru's national bird. Its size is only 1 foot. The male is red-orange, black, and gray. The female is a brownish-orange color. Semana Santa is a major festival in Peru. Semana Santa is celebrated from Palm Sunday to Easter Sunday. This festival celebrates Jesus' death as well as his burial and resurrection. Good Friday is on April 14th. It celebrates Jesus' crucifixion. It's a holiday of sadness for a person who has died before in your family. Peru's culture. Clothing. The people of Peru wear ponchos, dresses, blankets, sweaters, layered skirts, tunics, sombreros, chullos, and other traditional pieces of clothing. The national costume that people in Peru wear during cultural celebrations are very colorful, bright, beautiful, and original. The clothing is also thick and warm. Music. When listening to the traditional music in Peru, you can hear a mixture of Andean, Spanish, and African roots. The instruments used to compose music are flute and tarot, the box, and the traditional guitar. Peru also has 1,000 pre-Hispanic dances and mestizo. Central, Northern, and Southern Andes are famous for keeping traditional rhythms and huayno parades from their history. Criolla music started in the late 19th century. Some other types of instruments are called humatinhas, little drums made of puma skin, gaiquepas, trumpets made of strombos, and pincoyo, wind instruments similar to the flute. Major sports. Peru's national sport is football. Their football team entered the FIFA World Cup 4 times. The football team has won 2 Copa American trophies. The second sport Peru plays is volleyball. They won in women's volleyball. Peru's national volleyball team won a silver medal at the 1988 Summer Olympics. They won 12 times in the South American Championships and did very well in the Volleyball World Championship. Bullfighting is also popular in Peru, although it has become less popular. Many people do not like the killing of the bulls. Bullfights are held during fiesta times. Sometimes the bull is allowed to run through the village. This can be dangerous for unsuspecting tourists. Traditional food. Salchipapas are sausages and fries. The word comes from the two ingredients, which are salchicha and papa. This is a popular fast food in Peru and is often sold by street vendors. The sausages are thinly sliced and then mixed together with French fries. This is often served with all sorts of sauces. Taku is pan-fried rice and beans flat cake. It was invented by African slaves working on the haciendas or big farms. It is often served with fried banana and fried egg on top. Although it started during colonial times, it is still a popular way to use leftovers and make a filling meal. The flat cake is made from a mixture of rice, beans, bacon, onions, and spices, which are then stir-fried.